Are you looking to get better at networking and are too afraid to get started? Maybe you've already watched tons of videos on how to network, who to talk to, and why it's important, but you still haven't taken the first step? Then this video is for you. In today's video, we'll be sharing 3 tips to get over the fear of networking. We'll get into the most common fears when networking, how to overcome them, and a few tips and strategies to get you started. Hi, I'm Luki, a career coach with over 10 years of experience helping professionals land their dream jobs. On this channel, I share practical tips to boost your career confidence. So if you're ready to level up your career, make sure to subscribe and stay up to date. When it comes to the most common fears when networking, the ones that I hear the most start from the lowest level of fear, where you don't want to be a burden. The other person is probably busy, they don't have time to talk to me, and they have better things to do. Well, that may be partially true, and a quote comes to mind. Wayne Gretzky says, "You miss 100% of the shots you don't take." Here's a slightly different story that might help illustrate the point. I call it the prettiest girl in school. If you've been to high school, you might be aware of prom. It's a dance that happens close to the end of graduation to celebrate the end of high school. Now, you'd often bring a date or someone else to ask to the prom. And one challenge might be that everyone assumes that the prettiest girl in school has a date. So, no one ends up asking the prettiest girl out. Now, you can adjust the story to your own context, of course. But what if the person you want to reach out to is your version of the prettiest girl in school? Everyone thinks that they're so busy and so in demand, and because everyone thinks that, no one asks them. So, why not ask?
Okay, Jennifer, what if I send in the tape and they don't like it? I mean, what if they say I'm no good?
After all, you're already not talking to them. So the worst that could happen is the status quo. And the best thing that could happen is that you could actually have an amazing conversation and start a meaningful relationship with them. The level 2 fear is a lack of confidence. If they reply, what if you don't know how to respond? What if you say something inappropriate? What if they think you're odd? In this situation, I would encourage progress versus perfection. If you're not great at conversations, chances are you just haven't practiced enough. After all, why would you think you'd be good at anything if you haven't really done it very often? I mean, why would you think you'd be good at playing violin if you've never played violin? So the best way to gain confidence in networking would be to do more networking. And you can start small. How about chatting with someone that you used to speak to but lost touch with? And if you're limited by level 1 fear, thinking that you'll be a burden, imagine how you'd feel if you got a text from someone that you lost touch with 2 years ago, and they mentioned that they were thinking of you, and they give you a quick update on what they've been up to and ask how things are with you. Well, how would you feel? Well, probably pretty good. So why not take a minute to help someone else feel pretty good today? Or you can start a conversation with someone you sort of know. Perhaps a colleague or a classmate that you've chatted with a bit, but not much. Perhaps the next time you meet them, you can extend the conversation. Be curious and interested in them. Follow your curiosity to make for an even better conversation. And if you're still finding networking to be a challenge, then why not join the Focus Inspired Academy, which is your gym for career confidence. Go deeper into these concepts and get group coaching to help. Click the link in the description box below for a free 1-month trial for supporting the channel. One of the deepest fears that all humans have is the fear of rejection. That's because humans evolved as social beings. We started out in little groups and tribes, and we relied on each other for survival. And if we were rejected by this tribe, it would mean certain death. So for some people, being told no or being ignored triggers that deep-seated fear. One thing to note is that we're no longer tribal, at least not when it comes to everyday survival. People can live quite independently. So the fear is no longer necessary from a survival perspective. In today's world, especially in developed countries, that fear of rejection is kind of like an overly sensitive smoke alarm. It goes off loudly, even when there's no fire. A seemingly simple way to silence, or at least reduce the sensitivity of the fear, is called acclimatization. Before climbing Mount Everest and speaking to that stranger that could be your future boss or leader, consider taking small steps like the ones we suggested for feeling like you're a burden. Start with closer connections, speaking to the friend you know, but haven't connected to in a while. And then maybe a more distant person, like the colleague or classmate that you know, but not so well. Then perhaps connect with someone you've seen before, but barely know. Maybe that neighbor that you see walking their dog. Then perhaps more of a stranger, but someone you expect to be polite and hospitable, like starting a conversation with the barista making your coffee, or the cashier for your groceries. Then you can stretch yourself to connect with strangers, like those beside you on public transit or waiting in line. The goal is to slowly get out of your comfort zone. And as you do so, your confidence grows and your fear subsides. A helpful exercise to get you out of your comfort zone is rejection therapy, which is making a request with the purpose of being told no. So the expectation is that they do say no. When you order coffee, ask, "Can I get 10% off?" You're not expecting a yes. The goal is to get used to hearing no. And the funny thing is that if they do say yes, it's an eye-opening experience. On my side, I'm a tea drinker, and I would ask for a discount. "Can I have 10% off?" "No." "10% off?" "No." "10% off?" "Oh, sure. I'll give you the mall discount. Here you go." And I might have saved like 18 cents, but it was the best 18 cents ever. As you purposely get rejected, you realize there's really nothing to it. Rejection is in your head. They didn't actually reject you. All they did was say no. So that's how you get over your fear of networking. Understand what fear you're looking to overcome. Then start where you are and even start small. And as you do so, you'll find that you're more confident with your networking and overall. You can do it. What do you think about the suggestions in the video? Let me know what tips you recommend in the comments or if I missed anything. Don't forget to subscribe for more tips on jobs, careers, and life. And before you click off, if you'd like to level up your mindset, click here. And if you want a whole networking playlist, then click here. Until next time, be focused and stay inspired.